Coming to you live, a different version of the One More and I'm Out of Here. This is Two Dicks and a Chick on the One More and I'm Out of Here channel. And we are coming to you from the One More and I'm Out of Here studios, but also the state of Pennsylvania. There's nothing good about Pennsylvania that I like, really.
Not right now. Not right now. And it's fucking pouring out, so there's that.
And then we got Louisiana. We got James McGee in Louisiana and Candace out of PA. But
hey, it was 83 degrees here today.
Yeah, that's for you.
It was like 70 here, but rainy as fuck.
Did you say it was 70?
Yeah.
Damn you people. We're at a balmy 43.
It was comfortable here, but I have to build an ark just to get my dog out of the backyard when I let him out because I feel like I have to go out in a canoe to get him.
Yeah, we're
looking that way.
We're gonna get some rain next week, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So we're bringing this Two Dicks and a Chick show is in the midst of coming to fruition. We just got to get our own channel and everything else, but we're jumping between James's channel and One More's channel, and I love it though. Like I love what we're doing. It's fun, just the banter, each week, Hey,
I think this is our last show, though. I think Jason's we got to find us another chick because I think she's leaving us after today.
Oh yeah, she's definitely going to big time us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So my 15 seconds.
Let's start with that though. Let's start with that.
You guys give me shit because I was on TMZ live today. It was 15 seconds. It's like deep within a 2-hour live stream, and all of a sudden it's like I'm Celine Dion. But I'm not.
It's definitely something.
I'm not because I'm not a fucking Canadian. Okay.
Hey, there's 5 million people on social media doing stuff like we're doing, and for them to notice you, that's a big deal. Whether it's 15 seconds or 15 minutes, it's still a big deal.
The fact
it was cool. It was cool. I'm gonna say
they saw something.
It's the hair. It's just the hair.
Yeah, I knew the hair was going to take you far.
Because I think if they actually like looked at my videos, they're like, "Oh, this bitch is a conservative. Like, we don't fucking want that."
It kind of shocked me with TMZ, because they didn't see they saw the right one or the wrong one or however way you want.
They saw something. I don't know.
Yeah, they didn't see. They saw the toned down Candace. They didn't see the Candace we know.
No,
well, I mean, shit. You post like 70 fucking TikToks a day, so I don't know how they see you. And it's amazing.
Well,
I wish I could do that.
I'll tell you what though, like I don't know what has gone on in TikTok land, but like we had that day where it did nothing. I don't know what happened. And then it's like shit goes up and then it goes down. So like the algorithm is all over the fucking place. I don't know how they see or what they see or when they see, but I'm not special because they do this quite often, but it was cool. It was a good experience.
Well, they haven't contacted me. They haven't contacted Jason. So
I'm going to make them.
It is special.
I'm going to make them.
So I've had like, I post 3-4 a day on shorts, and I had, the other day I didn't realize something was wrong until you told me.
Mm-hmm.
And so then the last couple of days since then, I've had 300, 400, and then I posted something a little while ago and I hit 3,000. So maybe it's coming back.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I did one and it went good, and then everything else I've been doing is like, so who knows?
Still very, very cool though. When you sent us the screenshot of it, it's super cool. That's amazing.
Thank you. I know I was sweating. I had to like actually get off my couch and shower and do something with myself. So that was like, fuck, I got to do this now.
So to tell you what, so I was on my way. Well, I got to the job I was doing, and I went on TikTok real quick, and your video popped up, and
with my $16 coffee.
Yeah. So
in the pajamas with the unwashed hair.
You weren't having a good day. And then, so I was, happened to look at my phone. I was in the middle of grinding the stump, and I saw that. I shut the machine down. I said, well, let me see what the fuck is going on here. And so then I was happy that I know that made your day a little brighter. So
I was partially bummed because I'm like, fuck, should I just tell them no? Because like I have to get in the shower. But no, I got in the shower. I did my due diligence.
So where do you guys want to go first? Do you want to go with the Texas stuff, or do you want to go with the Iran stuff or the Clinton stuff? I don't care.
Oh
which,
man,
I don't know how we're gonna keep an hour in this. We're gonna have to be disciplined, but man,
that's what I'm saying. We can go for days.
I think
let's start. Wait, should we rock paper scissors this shit?
you choose. Hey, you're the star. You choose.
All right, let's start with Texas.
Okay.
All right.
Because that we could probably wrap that up a little bit faster. Because we just kind of shut the door on Jazzy.
Yeah,
so
it's pretty simple. The bitch is gone.
The bitch is gone. She is.
All right.
And somebody commented on my post that she needs to go work for Popeyes, and I was like, oh God, like that's really funny. But it there's a line there.
Well, it turned into you saw the meme. It turned into a whole meme.
I saw the.
Yeah.
I should have pulled. I might actually have. I don't know if I pulled it up or not.
Yeah.
But I laughed my ass off at it. But here we go. Where this is typical fucking leftist Democrat bullshit. To where everyone's against me.
It's the white man's fault.
When it fits, right?
It's the white Republicans' fault. Yeah.
So that's my news, is that we're not going to have election results tonight, in my opinion, based upon what specifically is taking place in Dallas County. Unfortunately, this is what Republicans like to do. And so they specifically targeted Dallas County, and I think we all know why. So I want you to enjoy yourselves, but I won't be back tonight because I have no idea of when we're going to get results, and I fully anticipate it won't be until tomorrow. So I love y'all too.
Oh my God, love you, girl.
No, we love you, Jazz. Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
I have so much to say. First of all, okay, how is it that they decided to extend polling times for the fucking Democratic voters? How does that become the Republicans? Help me understand that.
They went and found some mayor. They went and found some judge to do it, and the Supreme Court said, "Hey, you can't do that." The district courts constantly overreach, and then they whine when they get turned over. When it gets turned over, and the Texas Supreme Court said, "You can't adjust the times. These are the times. It's well established what the times are." And so why? So you're going to tell me that those 2 hours are going to make that big of a difference? I guess all the crackheads were all getting in a bus to go at 7:00. I don't.
Isn't it funny? They're always cheating. They're always the ones that are trying to fuck around with the polling places, the polling hours, the way you vote, and everything. And then when somebody says, actually, you need to follow the rules to the letter, everybody cries. I don't understand. Oh, I knew this was going to come up.
Yeah.
Like, I knew it. I was like, I
was
knew
waiting
it.
on you to, I was like, you haven't noticed yet. Okay, so I'm gonna give a comment on Cincy, then you can have at him. Cincy, why won't your party, your people pass the SAVE Act, and then we won't have this problem about election integrity? So why won't y'all pass the SAVE Act? Why are y'all blocking the SAVE Act, Cincy?
Why can't you all show up in person and vote from the hours of whatever the fuck it is to whatever the fuck it is? Right. Why do Democrats need special election criteria that is always different than the standard? They got to mail it in. They got to make a phone call. They got to go later. They got to go earlier. Just fucking show up at your polling place at the specific hours with your identification and yourself and your ballot, and put the ballot in the machine that actually works and doesn't fucking malfunction. Okay. And then that's how we do that. Like, why can't you Democrats do that?
Well, their argument makes our argument stronger.
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
People don't have birth certificates. They don't have passports. Well, here's my argument why I think it makes it stronger is, okay, I don't want those people fucking voting. If you're too lazy, if you're too irresponsible to have a birth certificate, to have the proper documentation, to be a legitimate person in our country, to live in a legitimate way, then you shouldn't be voting because you're not an educated voter. So I think that makes it stronger. Only people should vote are people who are responsible Americans. You want to vote? Then become a responsible American, and you're allowed to fucking vote.
Yeah.
It's what it is.
And it's honestly not that difficult to get the ID.
And we talked about last time. Jason,
you don't need a driver's license. You just need a ID.
And all these, I mean, just the gaslighting with people like Gavin Newsom and I don't have a birth certificate. And Bernie Sanders, you two lying pieces of shit. There's no way you don't have birth certificates. You wouldn't be able to qualify to run for office if you couldn't prove your citizenship, you fucking ass clown. So all they're doing is gaslighting and lying to these people.
But you know what's even funnier is everybody was handing out CDLs like candy, remember, to all of these unverified, unqualified people. So I guess
you come again. Stop sign. What?
Yep, exactly.
You turn.
And now everybody's upset because you can't use your fake ass CDLs to then go ahead and vote. Because guess what? There's no paper trail on those. And it's becoming more and more clear, especially when you have CDLs that are handed out that say no name given on them. I think a lot of these politicians are going, fuck, like we were hoping that that ID would be good enough. And guess what? It's not, and it shouldn't be.
No.
Sorry, I'm commenting real quick.
Oh Lord,
I can't see the comments.
I know, I can't either.
Go up to.
I can see it now. I can see them now.
And I was like, "What the fuck, James?"
Wait, you can? Oh, wait, I can hit comments. Oh, oh, he's not in Congress. Thank Jesus. Thank you.
So
Thanks.
I have to show an ID in Ohio to vote. Yeah, we have in Louisiana, even in backwoods Louisiana. We have to have an ID to vote. And when you go to register to vote, you have to prove residency.
Mm-hmm.
You're already here. You already have to prove citizenship.
But when you get into, the Atlantas, the Chicagos,
their stronghold.
Yep. We've said it before. It's always the democratically shitly ran, blue as hell inner cities that control a lot of these states. I mean, I Texas in general, if it wasn't for Austin, Houston, Dallas, we wouldn't even have to worry about this shit. But because we have those huge inner cities, it gets, they sway the population. And that's why they do it. And that's why they're so hesitant and resistant to any sort of keeping this system as legitimate as possible, because that's not how they operate. And they're telling us that. They're telling us all that without telling us. They're telling us that they don't run a legitimate system. They are looking for fraudulent voters and they need them to win. And it's easiest to do in an inner city where they can just play with the numbers a little bit and funnel voters in.
Yep. And well, here we got James's girlfriend here, just super upset. So let's watch this for a second.
Oh man, yeah, I loved this.
My boo, my boo.
Oh, I can't hear it.
I gotta get through this. 6 years ago, no one believed.
Yeah, let me start over.
Is there sound or did I lose you guys?
It's quiet in the beginning.
I gotta get through this. 6 years ago, no one believed that I could become a state representative.
That video fucked
no
up.
one.
That wasn't exactly what James sent me.
Oh no, I can't hear you.
Oh, what happened?
Hold on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. It's on her end. Something's happening on her end.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I can't hear you.
Oh, that's weird.
Hold on.
So weird. God damn, she's a fucking national celebrity. She's fucking it all up.
All right. So Candace,
yeah, sometimes if she goes out,
going out and coming back in.
Yeah, it was weird. But
good evening to you, John. Glad you made it, brother.
That video that you sent me, when I played
Are you there?
Now I can't see you. I can hear you. I can't see you.
What the fuck is going on in Pennsylvania? Now we can see you. And
I still can't hear you. Hold on.
You might have to go all the way out. Well, she won't know because she can't hear us.
No, we'll figure it out. But that video of her in that fucking gas station, whatever the fuck it was absolutely
I'm back.
amazing. Oh, you're there.
You got us?
I don't know what happened. I got you guys.
Sometimes you just got to go all the way out and come back in.
Yeah, that's good advice, James. It's good advice.
That's what it is. I'm full of good
What
advice.
did I miss?
You wouldn't be pregnant if it was all the way out. And then
Yeah. I skipped that step.
Yeah.
Skip that step. There it is. There
That's
you
all
have
right.
it.
That was a pretty important step.
as long as you two had fun, that's all that matters.
You know what? Yeah, luckily. Otherwise it's just wasting time, right?
Yeah.
No, I was saying the video of Crockett in the gas station going, hold on, I gotta get through this, and she's fucking crying and shit.
Yeah.
When I pulled it up earlier and had it all set up, it played fully, but it kind of got broken up a little bit. But even that 5 seconds is enough to make you want to fucking puke anyway.
And it sounded fake. Like, I feel like she was either faking or, I mean, was she... these people have such a superiority complex that I mean, you're devastated that you lost. Why? You know what I mean? Like, do you just surround yourself with so many yes people that you have no idea that the majority of the world can't fucking stand you?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Well, I still trying to figure out why it ended up being the white Republicans' fault.
Your guess is as good as mine, because it's so easy to go that route. Instead of actually doing any self-reflection and being like, you know what, I'm a radical loser and I'm trying to portray somebody I'm not, and I'm trying to put these like ghetto fabulous principles in front of people that otherwise are not going to be swayed. But again, it comes with the fact that they have zero self-reflection. They have too many people around them that just say, yes, Jazzy, you the bomb. And it's like, no.
Bias. The confirmation
Yeah.
bias. Getting that positive feedback loop is a motherfucker, man.
Mhm.
I've been in it.
You know the people that have the Volkswagens that like put the eyelashes on the headlights. So
Somebody told them that's a good idea.
I saw one of the greatest fucking memes today, and it was, remember Dumb and Dumber, the shaggin' wagon?
Hell yeah.
Looks like the dog. Well, it had Crockett, Al Green, and Crenshaw with the fucking headlights with fucking eyelashes doing this, like flashing brights. Oh, dude, it was fucking amazing.
Dude, I saw
another one
Tuesday, but right before the like he was still doing some last minute campaign, and somebody caught up with him. This motherfucker was so drunk, he couldn't hardly talk.
Damn.
But he got what was coming to him.
Yeah.
We're speaking.
Sorry, I'm multitasking here.
I saw a really funny photo that somebody posted or made up. I don't know. It was a meme. And it was, you know, the pieces of those shredded truck tires. Somebody had picked it up and was like, look, one of Jasmine's eyelashes. And I was like, that's hilarious. I would have never thought of that material for that. But no, it worked. It was special. I love the jokes. If this has inspired anything, it's the jokes. But in all seriousness, what this has also told us and should tell them that their socialist, radical, trying to be trendy front runners are not going to pan out for the people. So the AOC, even the Bernie Sanders, like that shit's not going to work. And we keep voting no. Like we keep telling them we don't want this. Kamala Harris, we don't want this. So I almost want them to not get the idea, because then they'll lose. But at some point, this party needs to really do an overhaul, or they need to look inside themselves and be like, okay, what is a favorable direction? Because this is not it. Tallarico, another one. He just happens to be white.
Well, they're trying to sell him. He's about to get exposed because the Republicans are going to really tee off on him. They just didn't know who they were teeing off on. They didn't know if they were going after.
Was he the one that was banging his staffer that she ended up setting herself on fire? Is that
no. That's the that's Tony Gonzalez. So Tallarico he's a state rep, and he makes Beto O'Rourke look like a conservative. This guy,
he's telling Texans, Texans, you should have a welcome mat at the border. Have a welcome mat.
The
Are
border
you
should be like
fucking
your
for
front
real?
porch.
Oh
You should
no,
have a
that's
welcome
right.
mat.
That's right. He's the gay pastor.
Non-binary.
Yeah, he's the one that
Non-binary.
said Jesus was non-binary.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. All right.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
gonna
Which fucking testament was that in, sir?
Yeah.
Like, really? I just
So is he confirmed?
I don't understand.
I kind of figured he was gay, but is he confirmed gay, Jason?
I believe it's actually confirmed that he's homosexual.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
I believe it's
6
confirmed.
genders. He also believes in 6 genders.
He believes in 6 genders. Yep.
Isn't this shit annoying to you guys? Like, I don't know. Like, every time you watch a show, right? And they gotta like insert either like the interracial couple or insert the homophobe or insert the gay couple or insert. It's like the constant inserting of just like throwing it in there just for the sake of throwing it in. And I'm starting to feel like that is the political route, is like we're just grabbing people because they fit within a certain group and a certain criteria, regardless of their qualifications. And it's like
Right.
forced,
Oh,
and it's
well-
embarrassing for everybody, including them. And it's just like, guys, this is fucking Texas. Okay. This isn't California. This isn't like New York City. This is Texas. They're cowboys. Okay. Everything's bigger in Texas. They like their trans fats, their beer, their fucking chili, their rodeo. Okay. And this guy wants to wear his boat shoes and call PETA and, God is non-binary. Like, how really? I don't. How the fuck do you think this is going to work out?
So the trend is the DEI trend, and everything is about the first. First this, first that, first black, first woman, first gay, first transgender. All we worry about, not we, but all that party worries about is first, and it happens. Here's a good example. Jason's favorite mayor that in my area that we've been following for a year and a half. So
God love
a
Mr.
fucking
Roberts.
story.
Okay, so Jason knows this, Candace, but so it was right after Jason and I first
I love
met.
her. I love her. I think
Yeah.
she's doing.
So she was but the whole thing was first. It's DeRidder, and DeRidder's a town of probably, I don't know, 20,000, 15,000.
I think it's less. I thought it was like 9,800. I think they
It
said.
might be. It could be something like that, but it's not a very big city, and it's about 20 miles north of where I am right now, and it's in the next parish. But the big thing when she got elected, yeah, the big thing when she got elected was the first female. Well, she really didn't have any qualifications. She was attractive, and I think she came from a well-known family, and so she gets elected. But now what we're finding out, I got some friends up there, and they said that she was fucking everybody. And her thing weren't kids. There was a one-time deal, which doesn't make it right. It was a one-time deal, but she was a bad alcoholic. She had her kids, her kids were teenagers, and hosts this big party. She is the mayor of the city. This is in the city limits. She hosts this big underage drinking party. She's running around fucking shit-faced, and she's in a bikini.
James,
but hey, you know what?
She just made a bad decision.
She made a very bad decision. And I knew everybody involved because the ADA that was trying a case is from here, and I worked with him. They had to get some help from over here because it's a smaller parish, and everybody knows everybody. And the DA over there, who's a stand-up guy, he needs some
Jason,
help.
you're so goofy with this one.
Oh yeah, but
I usually do the teachers, but the mayor makes it even fucking better.
yeah.
I'm not surprised. I feel like her name was like, come on now. I've never met a good Misty. Like
Misty Roberts.
Right? Exactly. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, you've got, 16-year-old penis written all over you.
So people down there. So can we get a Zoom interview? Like
my
once she gets processed, can we have her on? People, James.
Well, she's
I don't
gonna
know
go.
if he knows that kind of
I think she's gonna go to prison. I don't think she's getting probation.
She fucking better go to prison.
But you know what, Jason?
I want that prison phone call. I want a fourth frame in here.
To answer your question, I can tell you that she would probably do it. From what I know about her,
Apparently she does everything else.
yeah.
I mean,
and I have and
How
I do have.
cool is
yeah.
that 16-year-old though? Like, How cool are you?
And so Candace, so on one more, Pappas and Carol are way more political than I am. Like they know way more. I know enough, but they're way more intelligent. But I always grab like I grab the school teacher that's fucking like the senior, you know, like the star quarterback or whatever. I'll grab like one of those stupid fucking stories.
There's apparently a plethora of them right now.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where was this?
Reals.
Where was this like when I was growing up? But okay, cool.
I know.
We're
My
gonna
husband's
highlight
the same thing. Yeah.
But we call them out and say it's wrong. It's wrong what you did. But hey, kid, good work. But hey, here's your face, here's your name, and we're gonna fucking blast you out. So
yeah.
When I saw the mayor, and then when James was like, "Hey, your girl got something else," you know, whatever the extra fucking charge was or whatever it was, I started giggling my ass off. I was like, "This is perfect."
So the answer, Cincy, to answer your question, I live in Calcasieu Parish, Louisiana. We're in Southwest Louisiana. I appreciate you. You want to know, where I am geographically. That's where I am.
So
I wouldn't tell him.
This is actually a perfect segue though, because I put the comment up there earlier, but sorry, excuse me. He was talking about he banged a porn star and had to pay her $130,000 to stay quiet. That rolls us right into some of the other shit that we have.
Let's do it.
Regarding
Sweet Willie. Slick Willie
and
Sweet Willie. I like that one too.
And fucking Cruella DeVille.
Oh man.
But
young woman being massaged. I am not going to speculate. You didn't have any feelings about young women massaging your husband. I am not going to offer opinions or speculation about anything that I have no context for and was not there.
I'll give you an example. If I saw a picture with my wife, it's just really hard to be right. If my wife saw pictures with me as a grown man, hanging out with obviously or close to underage women, regardless if it was before we were married or not, it would be a question. And so what I'm asking you is, did any questions regarding those photographs come to your mind?
I am going to, just as clearly as I can state, say I don't see the relevance of your question, and I am not going to talk about conversations that I had with my family, especially my husband.
So
I mean, okay, first of all, from a legal standpoint, she handled that fucking the way that she should have, truthfully.
Yeah.
She should not have answered any of that stuff. If that were us, if we were handling trial, it would be objection all day long. So, I mean, I get it. You know how I feel about this, you guys. There is a very large part of me that's all of this is bullshit and I'm fucking sick of it. So I'm getting to the point where I'm sick of it for Bill and Hillary. Bill is a horny ass man. That is just who he is. Bill fucking everybody, okay? And Hillary's she gets it. She's just whatever, just make sure you leave me all your shit when you die. That's her prerogative. And I think it's just so funny because truthfully, is there context? No. Do we know any of those girls, their ages, anything? No.
well, the funny part about it is, and we got a couple more videos, that it actually kind of makes it gross watching him, and the highlights, and these are all highlights, but I watched most of both of their depositions. Both were considerably uncomfortable. Holy shit.
Oh, absolutely.
But this fucking asshat, and it sucks because he's up there in age and he doesn't look great. He's shaking real bad, and that sucks.
Does he have look? Let me. I'm being serious here before we play it. Does he have Parkinson's?
I'm wondering if he has Parkinson's.
Because I'm gonna tell you what, he was shaking like an old widow woman.
Oh fuck yeah, he was. But some the way his attorney, the way he answered some shit, and the way his attorney was almost shut the fuck up, Bill. Quit.
I'm sorry. I love it. I love it. I love what he's just
hot tub with you as well.
I don't think there's anybody in the hot tub. I didn't forgotten that there was anybody in the hot tub, but it was big, but it was about.
He's asking you in the pool
It appears
area.
this photo, there's a girl over here, or there's someone.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
But he's also asking in the pool area were there other
Yes,
individuals.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, so you don't know.
No, and then there were other people in the pool.
Okay, so do you remember were they under 18? Would you
No.
know? No.
Were they part of your traveling party? He's asking you.
Yes, they were, I think. I think everybody there was part of our party. It was late at night or late-ish. And I also believe that there was a Secret Service agent there at the other end of the pool.
Okay, and was this in public?
No, it was a hotel room, and the Sultan wanted us to stay there, and the water of this big pool was on the same floor.
The man's
He's
grinning like a jackass in
reminiscing.
Yellow Jackets.
So
I think he borderline fucking chubbed up. I think
No, man, the man's grinning like a.
Oh,
Dude,
This is
hey, am I
funny.
the only one that thinks that grin he was reminiscing, thinking about? Oh yeah, I remember her. She had some nice tits.
but you know what? Too, I don't know. I think there's a part of him that was probably like, yeah, like, all right, I was in a pool with some
Yeah.
bitches. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what he wanted to say. This is
Our
what I
buddy
think the
says
grin was.
he's talking shit about Trump about having to pay a porn star.
oh,
Trump-
here we go.
Trump admitted saying, "Hey, yeah, I said I'd grab him in the pussy," and we moved on and got away with it. You know, moved on, and it's just move on down the fucking
Yeah.
road. Fucking Bill Clinton's sitting there going, "Oh yeah, oh god, I remember that."
Oh, I remember this one. Boy, she had
That
a
was
tight
March
old body, you know.
I think I'm, and as a woman, like, I'm going to be like, I fucking think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious because number one, you're asking the senile man at this point. He doesn't fucking remember shit. And if he does,
is he 80? He's close to 80, isn't he?
God only knows. But you know what? You're asking him, and you're asking, it's all publicity bullshit stunt, okay? Because nobody's going to get anything from this. The lead guy is dead, and the lead guy is the one that brought all of these girls in these parties and things. So did Bill Clinton do shit wrong? Sure. Did he know their ages? No. So, I mean, it's like, I have a hard time with this because these girls are also in the hot tubs and they're also in the pools and they're having a good time. So, as a woman, I'm validated in saying this. I think it's getting to the point where putting somebody like Bill Clinton on there to talk about this shit is funny because we know he's a skeezy, horny man. Like, he's proven that throughout history. So
He's 79.
79 years old, right? And I feel like it's funny. It's funny that they're like questioning him about this, and it's funny that he's being himself.
I love the fact that his wife put him out on fucking Front Street.
Absolutely.
Well, you've got to ask my husband about that.
Mm.
Well, she's been covering for this mototherfucker Jason for 50 fucking years.
Yeah, fuck yeah. So
she's had enough, dude.
Here's James's girlfriend.
With SOT 51, where he was asked why Jeffrey Epstein would say, quote, he likes them young.
In the Epstein cases that Epstein said, you quote, like them young. Why would Epstein say that about you?
First of all,
Because he got a blowjob from an intern. Like,
He got a 22-year-old intern.
That's not true.
Yeah.
that I have any
oh, Lord have mercy.
interest in underage,
I didn't say underage. I said young.
but it's still not true.
Is an intern young?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
In my age, anybody younger than
Did
I
you
am.
know?
What a great
my gosh,
fucking
brutal.
like is an intern young? Like what a great fucking singer. Be like, oh,
and he's like, anybody younger than I am. Like, that's what I mean. He's so, I
just
feel like
kinda
he's being
grand. He
so
went with it.
genuine. Yeah.
You know what he was, so a couple things I got out of his demeanor and his grin. Number one, his grin. He was looking at all the men, and that grin was saying, "You motherfuckers, you know exactly what I was doing, and if you were me, you'd be doing the same damn thing."
There
And then
it fucking is. There it is.
Then the other part of the grin was, "What the fuck are you gonna do about it? Thou
Mhm.
can't do a goddamn thing to me. So what are you gonna do?"
Falk's in the house. Falk's in the house.
Mhm.
You gotta say hi to Falk.
Let me tell you something. If I was, let's say I was between the ages of 16 and 20 and I had a bad home life and I had no prospects and I got nothing. There was no way for me to really have any sort of life. Okay. My parents don't care about me, whatever. And somebody like Jeffrey Epstein was like, hey, I got an idea. How many 16 to 20-year-olds would take that deal? If they had all of the above, shitty home life, no prospects, all these things.
That's what they preyed upon them. Yes,
exactly.
They absolutely did do that.
Exactly. Yeah. It's the same thing with R. Kelly, and it's the same thing with all of them. So it's like, at the end of the day, I think this it affects me, but it doesn't, because everybody's running around saying that they're taking, babies and they're eating them and all the other shit, all completely unsubstantiated things, which would be horrifying. I don't think they're getting 5-year-olds. I don't think they're getting 10-year-olds. I think they're getting the 16 to 20-year-olds with no prospects, just like Victoria Gouffre or whatever fuck her last name was. She said it quite plainly and clear. She was unsupervised. She had no prospects. She agreed to this lifestyle. And I think the more that we accept that and we say, is it horrible that they became stuck in this and that they were just used over and over? Yes, but I also believe that they did it because they were making money and getting sent to college and getting cars and getting things that a normal, honest life wouldn't give them. And it's the same as prostitution, the same as drug dealing, the same thing as stripping. It's just a different scale. I don't think it's as horrifying as the public is making it out to be. Sadly, as a woman, I own that statement.
And you know what, I agree with you, and I'm glad that you had the balls to say it. And I think that what they did to these girls is horrible, and these are some horrible men. But what is equally as horrible are the fathers of these daughters. Where are the fathers? The biggest, unfortunately, there are men like Jeffrey Epstein in the world. And the only way to counter, besides putting a bullet in their head, the only way to counter that is to take the prey away. How do you take the prey away? The American father. When the American father are fathers and being real fathers and not letting them, I can tell you right now, and I have a daughter just above that age, and I would have no worry about that. You know why? Because I raised her like a fucking warrior. I raised her like to be a strong, independent woman, and she absolutely is. That's how you counter that. You can't take the sickness out of people like Jeffrey Epstein. What you can do to counter it is to take the prey away. And the American father is the only person that can take the prey away. So it's on you, fucking dads.
100%.
Yep.
Absolutely right.
Nope, you said it.
Oh, I already took my drink.
I'm
going to play this real quick, but James, to piggyback, I've got a stepdaughter who's 14, and would absolutely kill for her. And I came into her life later, but she knows, the principles, the values, and the stances, and she knows that she's got a good support system, behind her. And
I was at the wedding and I heard her speech, and that's not a typical stepdaughter. That is, you've done amazing with her, and she's amazing, and she's lucky to have you, and you're lucky to have her.
Yeah, she is amazing, and she's smart. She knows right from wrong and knows what to do and what not to do. And you're right, there are sickos out there. And I'm going to play this video real quick just to get done with the Clinton shit. But after I've got something to go on.
Okay. To the record, we have a painting that seems to be of you, Mr. President, found in one of Jeffrey Epstein's residences, wearing a, I would categorize it as a famous blue dress worn by the White House intern Monica Lewinsky. And I have this image here. This image is being passed around. If we need to go off the record while we do that, we can.
I can take a picture.
So
do you have a question?
It will be marked as Majority Exhibit 15. Proceed.
Thank you.
This is where you laugh?
Mr. President, we are looking at an image of a portrait that is looks to be
I've never seen that.
You, Mr. President, in this blue dress. Can you describe this painting and
He doesn't need to describe the painting. You just gave him a picture. What's your question?
My question is, are you familiar with this painting? Have you ever seen it in person?
I've never seen it in person.
And for the audio listeners,
Do you know
it's
why
Bill
someone would
Clinton
paint
in
this?
the blue dress.
Are you
with the
asking
blue
us to
cross.
speculate?
That's
It was
calls for
apparently
speculation. You can ask the artist.
And if I had known Jeffrey Epstein had this painting, it would have saved me this whole day.
Did you ever introduce Epstein to Monica Lewinsky?
I'll stop it there, but you can't tell me that motherfucker never saw that fucking picture.
You consider
It was
looking
probably
at
a joke.
The way
It was
he
probably a
was,
joke between him and Epstein. They loved it. They thought it was hilarious.
but he wants to say that he's never seen it or whatever. But
Right.
But what I was going to say, so you have Epstein, right? So like that's obviously the hot button item. But then there's now all kinds of accusations coming out of Bohemian Grove, out of California, where all the rich fucking people, it's essentially Epstein's Island, but in California. And all of these high profile people go on a retreat for 2 weeks. And it's, I think it's like 2,700 acres. I have to look it up again. Huge fucking, I don't know. Have you guys ever heard of it?
No.
Oh yeah.
This is the first I'm hearing of this.
Just Google Bohemian Grove, and it'll tell you everything you need to know. But it's essentially it's an Epstein Island.
It's where they eat the babies.
But it's just in California, and they bring fucking people in there, and there's all kinds of nefarious things that happen. But you had Bill Gates has already been documented as being there, multiple multi-millionaires, like all kinds of people. Just Google it once we're done. We could do a whole show on it, to be honest with you. But it's essentially Epstein's Island, but in California.
I mean, not surprising.
All that shit's coming out now.
Who owns it?
Nobody really knows who owns it. It's
One of
just
those.
there. And it's literally like it has its own security, its own cameras, fucking sensors and shit. And if you get close to it, then there's armed security that comes over, and if you get close to the fences and shit, it's fucked up. It's weird. But
I just and people thrive off of these stories, right? So it's so easy when you see something like that and it's like, oh, gated utopia, what are they doing in there? And so I never know. The biggest issue I've had with all of this is what is true, what is not. What I didn't see photos of was Bill Clinton penetrating a 15-year-old. So therefore, I don't know what the fuck we're even doing this for. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm at. Like, why are we doing this? Same thing with Prince Andrew. Okay, there was this shocking photo of him throwing like a silicone boob to like a toddler. Is the picture real? Who fucking cares? Okay, like what does that mean? I'm not seeing him for doing something to the toddler. Like, help me understand this. And it's just like everybody's doing these interviews and these hearings as like a way to silence the public. They're not going to get anything from it. There's no charges that are coming. And I just wish people would understand that, realize that this has been a closed investigation. It's been done because the guy's fucking dead. And we got to move on to bigger and better things. Sadly, that's it.
yeah, so Bohemian Grove is 2,700 acres in Monterey,
big.
California. And it was founded in 1878, but it's been a private gentleman's club since then. And it's all of the who go there for these different campouts. And many presidents, Eisenhower, Nixon, they've been there. They were guests or members, quote unquote. So yeah, just research it. It's very, very fucking interesting. So it's like, like the whole, the secrets behind the Masons and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
Illuminati.
So I'm a Mason, and I can't tell you shit, but secret handshakes and whatnot. But there's some weird shit that goes on at fucking Bohemian Grove. I'm telling you.
So fun fact about Masons, I'm an idiot. And I said to my husband years ago, I'm like, I don't understand why people who lay stones and shit, why the fuck do they need their own group? And yeah. And he was just like, God, kid, like, thank God, like, you're a looker, because it's shit like that. I didn't realize y'all were like a wide variety of people.
Yeah, kind of weird how we actually made shit.
And you guys have the tattoo, right? You have a Mason tattoo. My
I don't have
father-in-law is a Mason. Really?
I do not have a Mason tattoo
Why? That's like part of the branding. Oh my God.
because I'm not doing it.
No. Yeah, it's weird.
So this is why I'm skeptical of. I'll start it off. This is why I'm skeptical of Iran, is because fucking Mike Pence and John Bolton and Mitch McConnell, they're all in. So
I'll talk you through it.
Yeah.
There you go.
They'll be fine.
Donald Trump for having the guts to pull the trigger on this. But I can't say I was surprised.
But the reason I ask what you say to Americans who might have been surprised when the United States attacked Iran over the weekend when the president first launched this, the current vice president, J.D. Vance, said in 2024 this about the prospect of war with Iran.
Our interest, I think, very much is in not going to war with Iran, right? It would be huge distraction of resources. It would be massively expensive to our country.
I mean, that was October of 2024. Some Americans might see that and say, okay, well, that's still how I feel now, and I'm struggling to pay bills, struggling to do that. Why are we at war with Iran?
Well, I would say to you, we are at war with Iran because we made it clear in our administration, and it had been the policy of the United States for decades, that Iran could never be allowed to obtain a nuclear weapon. I want to.
So to me, it was kind of telling. Like, I mean, obviously, this has been a long time coming.
Yeah, they've been fucking with this since 1979.
Right.
So yes, I mean
that was a good year, James. That was a very good year.
I was wondering, was that what year you were born?
That's a fact.
Because I thought about that this morning. I'm like, you motherfuckers weren't even born when Iran was fucking with us.
I was actually only in existence for 2 months of 79. But no, it's a great year. It's a great wines come out of that year. But no, this has been a long time coming, and to see Pence say that, I was actually kind of shocked that, like, and especially on CNN, for him to fucking say that. That's what grabbed me more so, the fact that it was on CNN and they were entertaining the fact that, hey,
Pence is a neocon. It doesn't shock me because he is a neocon, and I'll tell y'all my stance. And I did a show on it this morning. I trust Donald Trump, and I can't wait for Cincy's comments. I trust Donald Trump. I trust Donald Trump is not a neocon. I trust that he is America first. Therefore I do support it. I don't like it. I don't like getting involved in these foreign wars. I'm very much against it, but I'll say it again. I firmly believe that Donald Trump and his administration, if they're doing this, it's for reasons we have to trust them. We don't have to know everything. There's things that we cannot know. And I do get that. And so my biggest issue, and it's not just with this, and this is why, Kristi Noem got fired today. And the biggest problem in this administration, and it goes back to
with, by the way.
Yeah, I like Mark Wayne. So the biggest issue that this administration has, they're looking like failures in a lot of ways, and they're not. They're doing some amazing things. I don't care what people like Cincy think. They're doing some amazing things. Where they are failing and making it look like havoc and chaos is their messaging and their communication. Now, Caroline Leavitt is doing awesome. I would not want to be her because she has the hardest job in America, and she's hurting cats. The problem is not her. She's just a spokesman. The communication director, which is a guy named Stephen Chung. Stephen Chung probably needs to be fired because he's supposed to be the guy that wraps his arm around this thing. He's supposed to be the guy managing the messaging. And you've got way too many people talking about it, and they're contradicting each other. And you got this one tweeting and that one tweeting. Like I said this morning, I'm waiting for Pam Bondi and Cash Patel to start tweeting about the war. because everybody has to get involved. This should be centralized. It should be a strategic communication plan. Nobody should be releasing anything, doing any interviews unless it goes through Stephen Chung. So now, for Stephen Chung to be responsible, he has got to have the autonomy and the power to control this. I don't know if Susie Wiles is handcuffing him or if Donald Trump is handcuffing him, but if he has full autonomy, then he's responsible for the bad messaging. They're not getting the credit for the good work they're doing, and they're getting bad raps for things because of poor messaging, and that lies on Stephen Chung. That's where I stand.
Yeah.
And go fuck yourself, Cincy.
I mean, my question is what? I don't want any service member to pass, and obviously we've lost 6, and that's very unfortunate.
That's 6 too many. Yeah.
Obviously, our hearts and thoughts go out to them, but this was a long time coming. And again, like you said, James, there's things that we don't know about and we're never going to know about, but there's a reason why certain actions were taken.
I agree.
You want to go in and carpet bomb the shit out of these motherfuckers because they were given ample opportunity. Hey, essentially lay down your arms, i.e. don't fucking create any more enriched uranium to make a fucking nuclear bomb. And you fucked around, and guess what? Now you fucking found out. We're going to be the one standing. It's just like somebody wanting to try to come in my house.
Yeah.
I'm going to be, me and my family are going to be the ones that are fucking still here. I don't give a shit. Now, granted,
and that's what bothers me the most is like he gave a timeline. He gave numerous opportunities for Iran to come in and negotiate, and they flat out ignored him. And so what would everybody like? For us to just kick the can down the road? That's number one. Number 2.
They've been doing that since 1979. Yes.
Exactly. And I'm sorry, as somebody who was personal to 9/11, I lived at, I was in Long Island at that time. I've never felt more vindicated about that until now. Because you know what, George Bush, all right, he was whatever he was. He sent us into a war kind of aimless. You want to talk about lack of game plan? That was like a lack of game plan. And even though they may have made strides, at the end of the day, you had Islamic states popping up all over the globe. And I think that is ultimately the problem here is you look at what was going on in West Africa. They started killing Christians. Who was killing Christians? The Islamic State of West Africa. Okay. And as you start panning around, okay, you're looking at all of these nations that are doing the same things. And they're mobilizing these same groups, and these same groups are trying to take over globally. So we can either like close our eyes and pretend it's not happening, or we can start fighting and taking their shit down. My third commentary about this is number 1, I don't fucking remember anybody declaring war. Still waiting for that. This is apparently a strategic military operation, and it's being treated as such. Everybody's crying about service members. It sucks and it's sad. But let me tell you, the same people who are crying about service members right now would have shipped their asses over to Ukraine so fucking fast 2 years ago if they had the opportunity to. So I think it's funny that everybody's having that selective outrage when it comes to our military, simply because it's this administration that is doing these missions. I fully support it. It doesn't scare me. It's going to be over in a couple months at the most.
And then you have all the other, the Democrats are going, well, we're going to Congress because he didn't have the ability to do that. Well, yes, he fucking does. Just like he did with Venezuela. He had the exact same fucking rights to fucking do that.
Did you guys see Condoleezza Rice's interview? I think it was either today or yesterday. But like she even was like, yeah, Iran's a problem. Iran's a problem. They need to stop being a problem.
There's not been one person who says they're not a problem. It's just we don't want to. You know how the Democrats are. They don't want to give Donald Trump credit for anything. So I absolutely think they have a strategy. I think they have a very good strategy. It's just, but do y'all agree with me that the communication is just not there? Like you had Hegseth they throw in us little snack bites, throwing us little bullets, and they're not giving us like he throws out, we killed the guy who had an assassination plot against our president.
Mhm.
Okay. So I think you need to give us a little more than that, because I can tell you this. If somebody was actually planning to assassinate our president, there's not a reasonable, intelligent person in this nation that would not support us wiping them off the fucking planet. So give us that. Give us the goal. Well, I said reasonably intelligent person, Candace.
Right.
So
this might get us kicked, but we'll see.
Americans, if you threaten Americans anywhere on earth, we will hunt you down without apology and without hesitation, and we will kill you. If you kill
It's that simple. But you know what's funny is Democrats and people who are so opposed to this are the ones that are like, oh no, it's okay. You just need to take the old lady through the scanner at the airport. When it's like, no, dude, this is the fucking problem that we should have done in the very beginning, because then you know what? You and I don't have to be subject to all of this scrutiny when we travel and all of this bullshit that we have to go through because of actual terrorism that has rooted from these fucked up nations that are trying to kill us all.
Yeah. Well, Monday I'm doing here's the big problem, and I love the fact that the Democrats are now talking about the sleeper cells. Well, no fucking shit, you bunch of butt fucks. You're the ones that created the fucking sleeper cells with these open borders that you've been having for all these years. And immigration is the biggest problem, and I did that yesterday, but I'm breaking down Monday about all the Islamic radicals that we have.
The Austin shooter.
You know, when we talk about immigration, all right, when you talk about immigration, you automatically think about, you know, Jose and Hose B that is, you know, picking the fields. You know, that's really not, and I think, y'all know my stance, send every one of them back. If you're here illegally, go home. But Jose and Hose B is not the main problem that's picking the crops. You know who's the problem? All these illegal fucking Iranians and all these Somalians. The threat is from within. It absolutely is from within, and it's because of the liberal immigration policies. But now, because it sounds cool, y'all want to talk about, oh, we got sleeper cells, and we got to be careful because they're going to attack us from within. Well, no fucking shit, you bunch of dumbasses. We've been telling y'all that for fucking years. That's why. But no, Kristi Noem, she gets fired today, and I think she did some things that she should have got fired for. But she gets fired today, and she was planned to do this.
I don't think she should have gotten fired. What exactly did she do wrong?
Well, she did do some things wrong. So this ad campaign, that's not okay. She spent $220 million on an ad campaign to boost her popularity. You know, taxpayer money. You can't do that. That's I can see if you were trying to, the ICE agents should have been being promoted to help keep them safe because they're to help with their morale. I would have done a campaign. If that would have been me, I say, hey, we got to humanize these guys. We got to start a campaign. Well, they spent $220 million on a campaign that's showing how great she is with her bling bling. And she got called down on it. But that wasn't a surprise. Yeah, but she got called down on it by John Kennedy, which he's really, and I don't care for him personally, but he is very pro. He doesn't come down to Republicans.
He cracks me up just the way he talks. It just
but he's very pro Trump. He's very pro. You know, he's not your anti. Well, he nailed her a little bit, and she blamed Trump. She said that Trump gave her the green light to do it, and when Trump was asked about it, he said, "I didn't fucking have any clue about this." And then also, she spent $200 million upgrading the plane that she flies on, putting a king size bed in it. And there was some, and then the contract for the ad campaign was given to a friend of hers that had been in business for 8 days, and he gets a $200 million contract. So there was that's why, and that's why I support it. I think she got
job performance wise.
I think her job performance was good, Candace. I think the messaging was bad. Again, the messaging, it was too many people tweeting about these operations. It was, you had this one, you had Cash, you had her, you had Pam. But as far as her, I absolutely think she was doing a hell of a job.
But
I think this administration is damned if they do and damned if they don't, though.
You have the people like Sitzy on a very small scale that are going to fucking nitpick everything. So
since he got real quiet when we talked about Clinton, he didn't say a word, but he pulled a Jasmine Crockett. He had to blame Trump. You start talking about Clinton. We weren't talking about Trump, but he had to throw Trump in there. Well, no, talk about the issue at hand. Talk about Clinton, who was getting a back rub, but that I don't really.
And here's what's funny: like
that.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about Bill. Like let him go.
Y'all
let
think
him
the
live.
shock of the world was Clinton is a coxman? Everybody knows Clinton's a coxman. That's what he does. That's who he is.
He got his rocks off. He got his rocks off a few times.
That's who he is. And that grin was, he was like, yeah, man, I'm a coxman. That's what I do.
Exactly. They just need to let him serve out the rest of his life how he needs to do that.
At 80 years old, he's going to change?
Was it fucking old school? Or, I'm sorry, Wedding Crashers, you motorboating son of a
You
bitch.
motorboat motherfucker.
Here, I got this video. You didn't know that I pulled this, James, but this is one that I grabbed. And I think this is very poignant.
Man, Admiral Bradley Cooper apparently wrote a letter that was given to American service members across the entire area of operation in CENTCOM just prior to Operation Epic Fury going underway. And I want to read it to you. The letter states, quote, "To America's extraordinary sons and daughters deployed around the Middle East. By order of the President of the United States, we are embarking on a mission of profound consequence. The time for preparation is over. The time for action has arrived. As we move from deterrence into active combat, I write to tell you how honored I am to serve with you. The most exceptional soldiers, sailors, Marines, airmen, guardians, and Coast Guardsmen on this earth. Some of you are stationed in the Middle East. Many of you have deployed overseas on short notice. Others have been extended on deployment for this critical mission. You represent the strongest, most lethal war-fighting force the world has ever known. You all selflessly serve our great country and make us so very proud. Since 1979, the Iranian regime has killed and wounded thousands of Americans, and they continue to threaten Americans and our friends. Today, by your courage and grit, you will change the course of human history. My guidance for you is simple. Be relentlessly lethal. In the heat of conflict, remember who you are. Let your conduct be as professional as your aim is precise. Take care of your teammates. The men and women on your flanks, in front of you, and those at your six are your guardian angels. Be theirs. Steady your resolve. Combat is inherently chaotic. The hours, days, and perhaps weeks ahead will challenge you. There will be noise and confusion. Fall back on your training. It is the best in the world. You are the shield of the free world, and today you are its sharpest sword. As the eyes of the world fix upon us, stay safe and Godspeed. C.B. Cooper II.
That's strong.
I thought that was fucking amazing. So
y'all hold that thought. Y'all discuss that. Y'all know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Grandpa Bladder.
Kagan Dunlap, our buddy Eric Tanzi's been on his podcast before, but I saw that and I was like, you know what? As a young service member, I mean, what a great message,
right?
You know, and like we said, yeah, we've lost a couple, and that's unfortunate. But these men and women are there for this.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, and they're ready.
Yes. How about fucking sinking a fucking Iranian ship the first time since World War II with a torpedo from a
Dude, it was like Battleship out there. They were just like
literally
like C-23 hit. It was like all day.
Jill and I were sitting there because I mean, she was like, I could watch this footage all day long, like the bombs dropping and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But she saw that, she was like, "Oh, you sunk my battleship."
Yep.
And she had no idea. I was like, "That's the first torpedo that's fucking hit a ship since World War II." She goes, "Are you shitting me?"
They're not fucking around. And again, like maybe I am incredibly naive, but there is nothing about this that scares me. And I think it's because a lot of my family, they're immigrants from Israel. And so they have their own opinion, you know what I mean? And they know more than what we know because they actually know the nuances of Israel. They live there. They know the dynamics between the people that are there, and they know the dynamics between the surrounding nations, things that we wouldn't know. And so when I feel like they're on board, it's like, all right, I have nothing to worry about then. You know, like I've had literally cousins who their cars have been completely destroyed from like I don't know, missile fragments that have fallen on their vehicles. Like that's how close many of my family members that still live in Israel, are to active combat. And they're not phased. So they know that this is what needs to happen. And so if they're not phased and they're for this, I'm good. I will trust.
Yeah. I mean, I have full faith. And like James said earlier, there's things that we don't know. A, we'll probably never know. And B, we don't need to know.
And that's okay.
Yes.
And
I want to go back to that. I want to go back to not knowing. I don't want to know shit anymore. Like it's too much.
But we have to have that trust, though, Candace. You got to be able to trust, and that's where we've lost trust in our government so much.
Because we've been nuts. We've been nuts. Let's be honest. If they told us the honest things, right? It's the same thing with Epstein. They thought, hey, the way to get people on board with this to understand is to just release everything to them. And what happened? Everybody took snippets of things. They made fake things. They ran with crazy stories. And so it's like, okay, how do we make sure that we have transparency, but also that our missions are effective and aren't compromised? It's such a fucked up realm. In the 90s,
they did a terrible job in messaging with Epstein.
Yeah.
They did that from the beginning, and the whole problem. That's been my whole thing. I don't find much fault in the actions that they have taken, the things they have done, the operations that they've done, whether it's been immigration. It's the messaging. If you could take a couple of their Twitters away, including Donald Trump, take their fucking Twitters away and centralize and manage the messaging with the people who are paid to do that, and let the people who are paid to be operators go run their departments and get off of Twitter, then I think that it would be better. I do trust them. I'm not going to it's going to be very hard. I hope Cincy's still listening. It's going to be very hard for me not to trust the intent. I don't like a lot of things that Donald Trump does, but it's going to take a lot for me not to trust his intent. What the fuck does he have to gain? He wants America to be the best. He's not a neocon. It's not about self-interest for him. So I do trust him. And if that makes me a jock rider, it makes me a jock rider.
Well, but, let me ask you two this question. What has Trump done in this presidency? What has he done to fuck up?
Yeah.
I mean, everything he said.
He's not perfect. Now, I'm not saying he's not the perfect polished president. We all knew that. We knew that.
We knew that when we voted for him.
Yep.
We knew that back then. But guess what? He's a man about business. He's a man about integrity. And when he says he's going to fucking do something, well, guess what? Iran just fucking figured it out that he's going to do it.
Yeah.
He cares about, and I've been watching fucking Fox News, flipping over to CNN just to balance, to try to see like what they're saying versus Fox.
Yeah. You got to get in the middle on that.
I like to try to be fair. So like I watch all of it. And the fact that he is a peacetime president for the most part, that's what he wants. His hand has gotten fucking pushed, i.e. Venezuela. I'm handling it. I'm just going to fucking do it. And guess what? One of the greatest fucking missions that's ever been taken out in my lifetime. And I know a lot of guys in the military, and they have all said the exact same thing. The way he fucking handled that, I say he, but everybody else that did it, but him being the commander in chief. And with this Iran shit, he finally was like, all right, Netanyahu, cool. We talked, 4 weeks ago, because this shit's been in the works. It wasn't like okay, let's go. So they've been talking about it, but formulated, planned, executed. I'll take that all day long.
Yep. Absolutely.
What did Biden do? Biden let fucking $5 billion worth of fucking shit.
Yeah, what
and
Obama
they have so many
did?
excuses for
Obama
that.
tried to pay him off. Obama tried to say, "Hey, here's 1.7
They
billion."
gave him money, and then fucking Biden. There were sanctions, and then Biden unleashed sanctions on the fucking money.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
and that's what's funny. Nobody remembers this. It's like every single Democrat has amnesia. First of all, like Iran was like a shuttered fucking country for a long time because they got all their shit blown up and yada yada, and they were poor, and so they could not sit there and get nuclear capability. Obama steps in and starts funneling money to them and allows them to make a better living, and therefore they're able to get money and they're able to immediately start trying to get nuclear capabilities. So when they were shuttered and they were just economically in the shitter, we didn't have such a buildup that we have now. And you can thank all of your Democratic douches that are like, here's billions of dollars. Here you go. And then everybody wonders how this happens. Stop trying to solve the problem with money because that's not going to work.
Well, it's funny, and since he brought up, how's the tariff thing going? It's bringing,
fine. What the fuck tariff do you pay?
It's bringing.
You live at your mommy's house,
right?
What the fuck tariff are you paying, homie? Like, really? What are you buying? You're not buying diamonds, okay? Like, what are you fucking buying that you're shitting your pants over tariffs? Like, I think that's so funny. And I'll be honest, was I a little worried?
That was such that was a total fugazi right there. I haven't been affected by American. The solution.
Listen,
here's the solution. Buy American.
It is bringing money into our country. It is bringing money in, more money than we have had come into this country than has been going out over the past couple of presidencies.
And now Democrats are losing their shit over gas prices now, but they didn't give a fuck when the gas prices were down, still the lowest it's ever been, by the way. And yet,
today it went up today.
Goes up.
Well, sure, it's going to. I mean, it
going
is.
to. Anytime you got unrest in the Middle East, it's gonna go up. It's just what it is.
We were paying. Like, how does everybody remember the Obama years, man? Like, I feel like that is what is tattooed in me because it's what like fucked up most of my life. I mean, I seriously, my first car was a fucking Land Rover because I'm a dumbass. Okay, that shit took premium gas. During the Obama years, I was paying almost $6 a fucking gallon when I was 20 years old for premium gas.
Yeah, you're dumb.
Like, stupid ass right here. Okay, but
we love you, but you're dumb.
It's like I'm paying like well below that, and I'm like, this is fucking great. And everybody's like, oh my god, gas went up today. I'm like, really? Like I don't know. I look to the Obama years and I'm like, that fucked me up. I will much rather prefer what's going on here than what was before. I can find Tylenol. Thank you. Now that Biden's not here. So it's like everybody's got very short-term selective memory.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's funny. This past weekend, I was working, and right when the first raid went in, I was getting off work Monday morning, and I was like, "Oh shit, I need gas." So $2.19 a gallon. Filled my truck up, got home. Now, and I agree with James. Yeah, it's gone up, but I knew it was going to go up, and I'm okay with it being up for a little bit because guess what? It's going to go back down.
Well,
you got to ride the fucking waves and settle the fucking down. The sky's not falling completely. You just
like, guys, gas goes up for fucking Memorial Day weekend for no goddamn reason. You know what I mean? Like, this is, and
it's a money grab for everybody.
Exactly. And I think when we complain about it is when it's like, gas is consistently high because of green energy. Like, that's the shit that we complain about, where it's like, we understand that there are going to be cyclical systematic changes that occur with, like you said, unrest or whatever. But when you have dipshit politicians that make it harder for you to acquire gas, and that's what keeps the prices high, like, that's what we have a problem with. And Democrats don't know how to discern the two things.
And you know what? If in his first presidency, if the Democrats would have let him drill, baby, drill, guess what? This wouldn't be that big of an issue. But guess what? The Democrats are still pushing back on that bullshit.
They undid everything he did.
We have enough to sustain ourselves.
All of the energy independence that we had in his first term is gone. Biden undid all of it day one. And then everybody was like, oh my God, gas is so high. I wonder why. And we're like, duh. I don't get why they don't know that yet. And it's what Spamberger's going to find out. Her constituents are going to find out. It's what California, that guy just said $5 a gallon. Dude, it's because of your politicians in office there do not want you to have access to energy independence.
You actually just
Therefore-
said like Biden. You're like, who, ice cream? Ice cream. Young girl's hair. Cool. Got it.
It's just, this is not a miracle formula. And I just wish people had the common sense to, understand why things go up and why they come down and how it's more long-term with Democrats because of their policies and their regulations. Whereas with Republicans, we want energy independence, and therefore you're going to have an ebb and flow, but it's never going to be like what it is under Democrats.
Yeah. So
that's all I got to fucking say.
Oh, I wanted to pull this one up and then we'll end one on this, guys.
It's past my bedtime.
I know. We're keeping you up late.
Oh yeah, it is.
She's with child.
I am. I got my mama shirt on.
How about this article? The Arkansas father.
Oh, I love this guy.
Daughter's kidnapper wins the primary.
Love that.
So was that
and he's still under indictment.
Yeah, he's still under indictment and still wins the primary.
Hey, we love
now that's hilarious.
Louisiana. We love Arkansas, Alabama.
Is that close to you or no? How far?
Oh yeah, no. So it depends on what part of Arkansas is that?
Was that Lenoke County?
I don't know, but
I don't know.
Arkansas, actually, the state line of Arkansas is about 4 hours from me. My son went to college in Arkansas.
Okay.
And it was about 5 hours from us. But no, we're Arkansas. We love Arkansas because they come up with some more backwoods shit than we do.
Clearly.
So,
I mean,
Aaron Spencer, an Arkansas father who gained national attention after
they got a hell of a governor.
Accused of killing a man who allegedly discovered. Wait, you fucked me up there, James. After being accused of killing a man he allegedly discovered with his missing daughter, has now won.
He had assaulted the
primary.
daughter.
Yes.
Once, yeah, he assaulted the daughter once before, and then I guess he was released, and then kidnapped the daughter, and then he found him, shot him.
He found him with the daughter. The daughter was with him when he found him. I mean, come on. You show up. I mean, I show up and a man's got my daughter hemmed up. He's dead.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, he just saved the taxpayers lots of money. Thank you, sir. Like,
and let
pleasure
me
to do
tell you, if
business
he
with
won
you.
the Republican nomination in Arkansas, he's winning the race because they're going to they don't have Little Rock would be the only probably purple. It's not even probably blue. It's probably purple in Arkansas. Arkansas is red as fuck.
Isn't that where Billy Boy's from?
Slick Willie's from Arkansas.
Yeah, he is.
Sarah Huckabee's the governor now.
Oh wait, shit! Oh shit! We didn't play this one either.
Slacking.
Well, I mean, we went off on many tangents, which is that's what this is about, though. It's perfect. We got to play.
You gonna tease us, or you gonna fucking play it?
Oh damn!
God.
I forgot about this fool.
You gotta have Mamdani. That's a good one to close with.
Got out of hand, and it should be treated accordingly. I'm not going to be banning snowball fights or organized snowball fights. I've shared my thoughts with New Yorkers, and I continue to believe that what we are seeing in this response to this winter blizzard from the city workers as a whole, and that includes the hardworking men and women of the NYPD, is part of why the city's getting back on its feet, and I'm appreciative of that work.
What in any fucking realm is it okay for you to be paid to have to take fucking snowballs to the fucking face, to the fucking?
It was not a snowball fight. It was.
I want to know, like,
assault. It was an absolute assault.
Who has the balls to do that? Can I ask? Like, I would never. I
Candace,
like don't even like
there's no
speak
consequences,
unkindly.
Yeah, but when you have you shouldn't have to. It should just be morals, but they're animals. There's been nothing but people like Mamdani has immigrated. You're from up there. It's not the New York you grew up in.
No.
And
to be clear to anybody who's watching, one of the reasons why we left was because of illegal immigration. Because right around the time at which we were getting ready to leave, it was droves. And yeah, so it is definitely not the New York that I was born and raised in. And yeah, this isn't surprising from a mayor that has been adamant about defunding the police. This is the energy that you're going to see take over these cities the more you have these radicals.
This is what they got. And I feel, there's a part of me that says, hey, they got what they voted for. Them cops didn't vote for that. That's not what those cops voted for. None of them
they don't get fucking paid for that.
Nope.
No, and
they're going to see a shortage.
It's a terrible situation. I hope that people are waking up and that he's a one-term guy. But go fuck yourself, Mamdani. You are a bigger piece of shit than I ever would have even imagined. That you're going to down. He look at his face. He was enjoying that these cops got pelted. He was mad that he couldn't pelt these cops with snowball. The man. It's really just a sad. My heart goes out to anybody having to endure that, because I can tell you this. Number one, we don't really have snowballs much here, but I can tell you right now, if we had snowballs and one of our deputies getting pelted with a snowball, my first question was, what hospital did you take him to?
Right.
What dentist do we need to take him to put his teeth back in? Because he better not have fucking teeth when this is over. And that's how I don't get that. It's just a terrible, sad situation.
It was a disappointing sight to see, for sure.
And James, I mean, you were former public safety, and I'm public safety, but soon to be former public safety, and we don't get paid for that.
No.
We get paid to, on your end, serve and protect, and us protect and get you health care. Like, that's what we're paid to do. I've gotten hit with shit where I'm trying to help somebody, and I'm not even a cop. And I understand cops have a whole
it doesn't matter. You're still in a uniform. They don't really see they don't see the difference. You're the man. You're the bad guy.
But it's authority, but cops get it a lot worse than we do as firemen and paramedics, and I recognize that. I completely get that, but they're not paid to do that. I'm not paid to have to fucking take that bullshit. And I think it's ridiculous where the mayor of the city is like, "Well, I mean, we're going to talk about. We'll figure it out." Well, no, like, had those guys, one of those guys in that video, had they, unleashed health,
and they didn't, because they knew they couldn't, Jason. They weren't. They knew the consequences. They knew they weren't going to get back.
And you could feel that when they were,
you
could feel it.
I'm getting pissed off now, so I'm gonna go off on a rant to close this thing out. So here's the fucking problem: is what point did mayors end up being fucking police chiefs? The mayors need to be worried about fixing the fucking potholes. They've never been a cop. How is Mamdani? Why is it his call that if a person committed a crime, he's not an attorney, he is not a ADA, he is not a cop, he has absolutely no law background. So why is he the one saying, "No, I don't think they committed a crime"? That you shouldn't comment on that. I'm gonna let the police comment on that. I remember back in the day that police chiefs used to be able to be chiefs. You had Bill Braxton, you had those guys that were in New York that were chiefs. And look at the same thing going on in Minneapolis. Jacob Fry does all his chief's just his little whipping boy. And that's not, the mayors need to go back to fixing fucking potholes and let cops be cops, because they have no fucking clue on what security of a city looks like and how to fucking achieve it. So that's where the problem is you got people that have Mamdani never had a job. This freaking, I'm going to say the C word tonight. This cunt in Seattle, she never had a job, but now she's telling the police how to be police. Go fuck yourself.
Do you see that comment about the Italian mafia? Because let me tell you something. When the Italian mafia controlled New York City, it was the safest, cleanest fucking city there was. So I would sign the fuck right back up for that. Okay, as a full-blooded Italian, yes. Like,
at least their own.
They sure did. There was none of this bullshit going on. So I would sign up for that in a motherfucking heartbeat. Okay, so that's number one.
John got his New York. This shit wouldn't happen.
That's right. You're goddamn right. Okay. So yeah, I don't know where the fuck that guy like came out of and what he was throwing out, but I would sign up for that in a heartbeat. Put that on a ballot. It's got my vote.
Yeah. I don't know who's Jimmy. Why you mad? Why you mad, bro?
Why you mad, bro? Sorry.
Yeah. Paul,
sorry, Jimbo.
If you remember,
one more out of here, and then once we get an actual setup page, then you can send it there. But send it to one more and I'm out of here. I'll filter it through. It's all good. I love hate mail.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good with that.
I get it from Dan. Shit that Dan says. I get it from shit that Papa says, and sometimes what I say. So
well, Jimmy, I appreciate you make fun of me, but I can tell you right now, there's absolutely nothing you can do or say to hurt my feelings. I used to hold the flashlight for my dad working on cars, so you can't hurt my feelings. There's nothing you can do, but I appreciate you joining us, and I definitely appreciate you putting in. And look, Britt, if you remember correctly, when you asked me what my New Year's resolution was, I said I'm gonna try not to say the F word so much. Well, I failed.
No, he just dropped the C word, so that's even better.
Yeah.
Guys, this has been absolutely amazing. I knew it would go a little bit longer. We had a lot to cover, but
God, there's so much that happened in a week, man. We didn't even get everything. There's still some other things that we'll have to carry on the next week. So much shit. Yeah.
Candace is a fucking global celebrity now, which is amazing. I can't wait. You need to send me that link when you get it.
But she did.
I will.
And so
for everybody that tuned in late, she was on TMZ.
TMZ Live.
TMZ,
okay,
TMZ
it's
Live,
like the watered down version.
It doesn't.
Will you stop downplaying it?
I'm a humble gal.
It's a step.
While you're on TMZ, I was at the bar, so.
I mean, see, I would gladly trade. Got a long way to fucking go.
I was cutting trees.
But no, we're trying to figure out like exactly how this Two Dicks and a Chick is going to work out as far as like getting its own page, and whether it runs under James' channel, our channel, one more. Either way, doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. But
I think it's going to rain next week here, so I probably won't work much. So I'll probably we may be able to nail some things down next week.
To investigate.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm just going to be growing a human being, so
you worry about being a mom, and we're
free all week.
Don't when we go out, don't sign out yet. But
okay.
We appreciate you guys. We'll be back at some point next week. We'll figure out exactly what day. Hopefully it's Wednesday. It should be Wednesday. If that was our original plan, but obviously I've fucked it up a couple times here.
Always.
Here and there, yeah, it's always me. But we appreciate you guys tuning in. And once we get our page set up for Two Dicks and a Chick, make sure you tune in and subscribe, download, and do all the shit. So we will see you guys soon.